welcome to another week of Shut Up and Poetry. We're your host, I'm SC Says. This is Salon. And we like slam poems.
Yeah, we do.
More or less.
Better than music.
Depends on the poem.
Sometimes. Alright guys, we have an amazing feature for y'all this week. Last week we featured Ashe Vernon.
Yes.
She is on tour with Jordan Hamilton, so...
we brought you Jordan Hamilton. Yeah. Check out his poem. It's pretty awesome.
My first punk show was the real Fourth Great Awakening. It was Southern Baptists singing to snakes, speaking in tongues, preaching about hellfire and brimstone. My first punk show was like shaking hands with Jesus Christ. But not the healing the sick, feeding the hungry with fishes and loaves Jesus. No, this Jesus started cleansing the temple wearing a faded leather jacket, ripped jeans, and a Dead Kennedys t-shirt. Taking over market stalls and money changers' tables, swinging a homemade nail bat exhorting, "Be gone from my Father's house!
Come on!
Be gone, you thieves! Get the fuck out, or I swear to me, I will start cracking skulls!"
That's right!
My first punk show taught me how to pray, taught me that praying sounds a lot like 300 voices singing the same song 300 different ways, taught me that prayers are best offered with your body, are best offered on your feet, are best offered in the mosh pit. I have never felt comfortable praying on my knees. Punk rock's commandments are simple. The venue is an altar, a sacred space. Leave your hate and insecurities in the car and it's gonna be packed. So if you want any breathing room, you'd best be willing to fight for it. No one is going to give you anything you haven't earned. If someone is willing to stand on that stage and give you everything they've ever had, you had better be willing to give them nothing less than that. In return, punk rock has no race, no gender, no religion. This is humanity as a brotherhood. So when someone falls, you always pick them back up. My first punk show was a shitty dive bar with a bad PA, and my God, it was glorious.
I personally love this poem because I love punk rock and I'm spiritual. So I feel like this specifically speaks to me. But I like it because he does this really awesome container that has so many like religious elements to it about something that you don't normally associate with being like overtly religious. You just don't think about punk rock as being overtly religious, and yet he has these beautiful lines about how like that's how he learned how to pray, and that's how he learned about, you know, kind of like community and stuff. And I love that he is kind of like making this punk rock show like his church. This is where he found God. And I think that's so awesome, like that, because I don't know, when you grow up like listening to emo punk music, it's kind of like where you learn like love and loss and like all these things that kind of help you get through tough times. And so I can absolutely relate to this piece.
And you have a community with other people who like the music. And,
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like this safe, sacred, holy space that you share.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, definitely. Like, in the beginning of the poem, he already had me when he was comparing his first punk show to shaking the hands with Jesus, because I am always for somebody putting Jesus, like describing Jesus in the non-typical sense. I'm always like, yes, yes, yes. And it's super ironic because he's describing this punk show as like this holy place. And so it makes me wonder like where Ashe and him come from, like in East Texas. Like, how were they raised? Were they conservative? Because most, you know, small town, I see the old lady being like, well, punk music, that's the devil's music.
That marries the devil's music.
No, Jordan Hamilton. So yeah, absolutely beautiful. I mean, accent. And just like, did you like that?
Yeah, it was really good.
And I'm not like a big punk rock music person, but it makes me want to go see a show so I can be a part of this community and like listen together and like pray together.
Yeah, that is a really good point. It's not something you associate with being overtly religious. And in fact, most people would say it's definitely not.
The opposite, yeah.
And yet this is where like Jordan finds his like holy ground, his like, I love that line. Prayer sounds a lot like 300 people singing the same song 300 different ways. Like, holy shit, that just blew my mind. This guy is amazing. Again, they're on tour. It's called the Split Lipped Love Poem Tour. That is so hard to say. They're going all over the place. We'll have their tour dates and information in the comment section below, but let us know what you thought of his poem. It's an awesome, beautiful piece about punk rock music that I can definitely relate to, so let us know what you guys thought. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and we will see you guys next week on another episode of, what is our show called again?
Shut up and poetry!
Oh yeah, bye!
Shut up.
In poetry.